2, 1, live.
You're now watching two old farts making noises.
My God,
Are you?
my God. I need to change that video.
You do, but
Well,
can I tell
you
you
do.
when we play it for the people at the Bellevue Hospital in New York City, they love it. So it's fine. So you're doing great. And let me just say this before we start.
Graphic more than the Bellevue Hospital, my dear.
There you go. Whenever you make a new video, we're here for you. Hey, I want to just say it's always nice to have Vicky with us. Vicky, just so everybody is aware, is wearing Bucky the Beaver, and it's from a gas station in Texas, which is more than it's like a Walmart of gas stations called Buc-ees.
Mario Beaver.
Oh
Mario.
no, that's Bucky. That's so the cool thing about Buc-ees is anything you want from
It says
Buc-ees.
saving the world one
And there you
thing at
go.
a time.
Oh my God.
There you go. That is
Right.
Buc-ees. My first
Okay.
my first time I was ever in Texas, a friend of mine, this is about 10 years ago, took me to a Buc-ees. And
Yeah.
I was like, oh my God. You name it,
It's
they
like-
have it. And
It's like church for me in Texas. Like I don't go to church, but I go to
Yeah.
Buc-ees and I worship
Yeah.
at the jerky
So
counter.
it's a gas station then, with this like a,
Oh, yeah,
a
it's-
supermarket.
they have about
please,
100
please don't call it a gas station.
No, no. Yeah.
Please.
They've got 100 to 200
I'll
pumps.
call it a
The
petrol
pump- the
station.
pump-
How it should be pronounced.
It's a
Come on.
Right. It's a petrol station with 200 pumps. It's got a store, like you think of a 7-Eleven. This is a store you walk into that's the size of Walmart with all the products that a Walmart has.
Oh.
But it's clean. The food is delicious. And you name it, they have it. And they're opening them all across Texas. And I think now outside of Texas, there's like 13 or 14 of them. But it's one of those things where you're just like, really? Like this guy had the right
Okay.
idea. And it's owned by one guy and
Everything
his family, as far as I know.
Yeah. It's all
Shall we
branded
get
with
him
the
on the-
beaver. They have beaver nuggets.
Shall
they
we
have
get him on the
beaver-
show?
Yeah.
Get him on the
Let's
show,
go.
I think, because you
We should just
sound
go.
like
We'll
you're
do a show
batting for
there.
Beavers today, Stephen. So
Well,
should-
can I tell you, Beavers are my favorite things, and not Buc-ees. So, because when I was young, I used to play with Beavers when I was in high school and university, and then I got
Yeah.
married and you can't play with. You only have one
Buc-ees.
Beaver. And
No,
there you go.
I have to say something about beavers, and it's not
Yes.
from the book that we all know, the Book of Love and the Book of the truths of science fiction.
Oh God.
But I did read, and I did not verify the information because I thought it was just like so beautiful and endearing and weird and soft and I don't know,
and
whimsical.
Beaver like.
Beavers build dams because they
Yes.
don't like the sound of
Yeah.
running water.
Thanks for slowing up the
yeah.
show. So, anyways.
Okay. Well, no, that's
So
all I can say is
both
David Attenborough eats your heart out. That's all I can say.
Yeah. Well, what does David Attenborough know?
Yeah,
Screw
he should
David
be- he-
Attenborough. What did he ever do for us?
Attenborough? Where did you get? Where did he get? Did he change his name or something? Attenborough, his name. David Attenborough.
Attenborough.
Listen, you're lucky I get your
Attenborough.
name right. Okay.
Yeah.
So wait, I have a thing. The
Yeah.
girls both have
What?
books, and Vicky showed us a book before the
I've got a
show.
book. I've got a book.
You're,
I can
you're
show-
sitting on
I
a
can
book,
show
so
you
we
a
can
book.
see you.
Explain
I
your
I can show you a book.
Aw.
I'm sitting on the Book of Love. I am.
Oh my God!
Aren't you
So,
all?
but anyway,
True.
Vicky
There's
has a
people
book
kissing
that
behind
if you-
him, so
I know, right?
Yeah.
sorry.
It's a lesbian. By the way, there's
what?
that movie that movie that David has behind him is called Lesbians of Love. Yeah, same thing.
No, it's
Whispered Hearts. City of Whispered Hearts. Lesbians of Love. It's going to go out today, Friday. I think it's at 6:00. It'll be its world premiere. It's one of our AI movies. And if you're
Ooh.
part of the LGBTQ or the MOUSE or any other community that's out there, you will like this movie. And if you're just a young boy that want to watch two girls make out for 13 minutes, this is the movie for you. It's
how
going to be
about
on our
girls
channel.
by herself? You don't just young boys. Hello. That
Okay.
is
Yeah.
full of-
So if
Well,
you're
but
bisexual,
it's-
apparently,
it's-
if you're bisexual, this is a good movie for you as well.
Yeah.
So there you go. So it'll be out later
I
on our channel.
I must admit, I did enjoy making it,
Well,
but it's
when
not.
is
It's not.
can you make a boy
it's not-
film next?
Excuse me.
Do you
a
know?
BL
It's
film?
funny. It's funny. It's funny actually, Vicky, that you asked because
I
I
like
was
those.
contemplating that. I was contemplating that this morning, but to be honest,
Please do.
yeah, I think there is some material
give you
that
ideas.
I can use for that. Well, I can only work on the material that I've got. There is a short film for the same people that have been very courteously supplied these films that I make the AI film from, because basically they make short movies and then they cut them up into little pieces and put these scenes on the internet, and they're all available to use. And we use AI to put them all together and put the voiceovers and to help with the
Gotcha.
stories. So there is one called Queer. Yeah, I just didn't know whether or not I'd want to spend so much time making it, because it'll cost me a day and a
We
half.
need to wait for more material to come in, like later. Like maybe this is a future thing. Is more.
Yeah, but it did cross
Stuff
my mind.
comes
So that's why I called it.
What?
At the end of the film,
Noosh? What?
Something about octopus.
octopus.
One more
octopus,
time?
Yeah,
No, we need to do one with an octopus in the mix.
yeah.
Are you
Octopus.
you
Talk
watch
about
really strange?
tentacles
You like
before.
you watch really strange porn then, don't you?
Recurring. It is a recurring.
Oh my god.
So
Okay.
Yeah, octopus.
One
Well,
thing
we could do one about octopus. Yeah, why
Sure.
not?
Yeah, it wouldn't be.
Yeah.
I think they want to do one about an octopus and a girl and a lonely girl. I think there's a whole. I think they're looking for a different story.
No. An
It's very
octopus
Japanese.
and the beaver. An octopus and the beaver.
It's the same thing as a
There you
lonely
go.
girl. So,
There you go.
Not as subtle.
Japanese.
It's a euphemism movie. It's a euphemism
Yeah.
movie.
But I
One
wanted
of those
to make
French
this the
movies.
first.
Here, how did we get here? The whole program,
Sorry.
and we got so far off. You, Miss Beaver, you started this. If you bring a beaver
I-
Well,
with two old farts, you know what's gonna happen.
It's the show. I feel like I have to keep up.
just the very last point about the movie. I wanted to have a series. I've called the series itself the Whispered Hearts Project. So that'll give anybody an opportunity to, if I find other material, like boy on boy or love stories or whatever.
Girl on girl,
So-
dog on dog,
Yeah,
girl on donkey.
Steven,
Sure,
stop trying to demean our love stories. Hush.
So
You're making it dirty and it's beautiful.
Yeah, well, he has to
All love
approve all of
stories are
these before they get. He has to sit and watch them because he has to do the reviews on them. So yeah.
Yeah. When I watched this one, I literally wrote female love for the LGBT community. I mean, I took it seriously. I mean, I'm joking about it now, but when we actually did the title and whatnot, I made it very, very sweet and very sensual. And then in the SEQs, I had AI give me SEQs, and then I made up my own SEQs. So no telling what's going to happen when this movie airs. So,
No, but speaking about that, that's a great segue to go back to the program I had for you, Mr.
yes,
Yes.
please.
So
Yes.
I had an amazing experience last night, and I don't know if easy there, and I don't know. I mean, it hasn't happened to me in so many
I'm sorry.
years. I mean,
Right.
because like when you meet people and you meet your friends and you have your nooks and crannies with them and you all know each other for years, you never get to meet so much when you get older. At least, I mean, not me. I mean, in cities maybe you do, or maybe we don't. I don't know exactly how people move through their lives, but
Right.
how often do you get after you're 40 or 50 or 62? It's funny, that's where I relate myself. I'm 40, 50 or 60 at least now in my mind. But how often do you get to really meet some people that you really connect with, and you get to say all the stories of your life and relive all those emotions and kind of go through the whole path again, because you're bringing them in and you feel just so wonderfully intimate, like have like an amazing friend connection with them, and you're just taking them through the roads of your lives. and you fall completely in love with yourself again. I fell in love with myself last night. All the stories that I told to most of my friends that I've known for many years, I haven't
I fall
told.
in love with myself at least twice a week.
Well, at least at least I know you do, but there's like yeah, like I haven't said any or told any of those stories for at least, I don't know, 10 to 15 years, and
Wow.
just reliving all of them
Oh.
and connecting with people. It's like, my God,
Well,
wow,
maybe
woman.
that's what you should be doing on Noosh Bits then, because you always talked about
Yeah.
the human fabric and how you wanted that to be about about life stories and your life stories. It's the same with Vicky as well. She's got loads of stories. So yeah, maybe yeah. That's why I like to come on the show to hear all your stories.
Mm.
So
But when was the last time you really like just walk through all of your stories, like of all your life with a new person?
I don't really meet that many new people.
Exactly, me
Yeah,
neither.
at the home, David's not allowed to. Like they wheeled him
Visitor
around.
hours.
He has to wear
Right.
mittens.
Yeah,
Visiting hours.
I do get excited when I get different sorts of jello. I mean, I'm that's yeah.
Just like me.
Gummy
Bonbon.
bears. Gummy bears.
Yeah.
It's Friday.
Yeah.
Are they
I don't know
infused?
Yeah, they're cannabis flavored gummy bears.
I wouldn't be able to speak. I wouldn't be on the camera. I'll just fall asleep inside of my dragon right here.
Yeah, well,
Oh
that's
my God.
By the way, he's a puppet where you put your hands. So just for
Yeah.
people out there who don't see the video.
Okay. Well, let's just all be careful in life.
He's
I
my
think this is Noosh's message to the whole world: don't fall in love or fall asleep inside of a dragon.
I'm sure you can definitely fall in love inside of a dragon.
All right, listen.
That
I
is-
think I like these double entendres. Trust me, I do. So anyway, so Noosh, you fell in love with wait. You fell in love with yourself last night, and you told me earlier that you dropped Michael off at the train station yesterday morning. So this makes a lot of sense now. So we got that's very good. So there you go.
Don't listen to him.
Michael knows. Listen, Michael knows that I'm not kidding. So anyway, so now Michael's gone now for 4 days. So you're going to love yourself apparently for the next 4 days. That's very good.
Well, I think like in a relationship, at least from my years of being in relationships for the last
500 years.
Well, it feels like 500 to be honest. Is that we, at least again from my humble perspective, you need to miss the other person. So it's good that they go away and they come back and just like and they get the longing and the wait, and then it's not only the longing, like the being able
Absence
to
makes the heart grow fonder.
Exactly, but just like to be able to just be me and not care for taking care of him and our energy and our relationship, just like being here by myself, like I did last night. I was at the Newton gallery until quite late, and then
Loving yourself, sure, we got that.
Script. I started writing a script of a science fiction-ish, like a very.
Is it going to be an AI movie here on Two Old Farts?
No, it's a film noir novel kind of thing, and I haven't touched it in at least 6 months, and I was writing until 1:30 or 2 o'clock last night.
Very nice, and you touched it, so that's good.
I definitely did.
And what's the
The plant is the plant is acting very fresh. I have to say, it's very like moving in on the yeah.
No, it's not actually a plant, is it? We
cheeky.
He's my lover. I don't know if you can see it. Can you see the shine? Can you see if it shines? So I had a little incident on one of my pieces that I made last winter, and I was just very frustrated with it. It was right after my mother came out of a very badly done operation where she almost died, and I think that was the first time I was very angry, like ever. And I had to.
Angry that your mother didn't die, you mean?
No,
you were angry about.
No, definitely not. I wanted to kill the doctor.
Well, that's what it sounded like to me.
Well, no. I know for most people, they know. I want my mom very much alive until I die. We can die together. That'd be great. That's another story. But I had to finish a piece for an exhibition.
It can be arranged.
And I had to finish a piece, and I had all my anger with what happened in it, and I was just so messing up the whole thing. And then for me, the solution was I had this whole box of Marcellinus. It's a shaped, some kind of shaped rock that makes everything shiny, so that I don't use glitter. But it's
Okay.
like golden powder, but something natural, not something chemical.
Right.
And I just took the whole thing and I threw it on it. And as soon as I did, I was like, "Oh my god, focaccia! Why do we?" And so everything has glitter here forever. And it's so thin. It's imprinted. I've been cleaning this plant since it happened for almost a year. It's imprinted in the plant, in the floor, everywhere, everywhere.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's very nice. I dated a
like
girl
a
like that. She
nut-
was shiny all over. Yeah.
Yeah,
So-
well, it sounds a bit more like sort of a 1980s glam rock party, with all
There
the
you go.
makeup and
Oh
glitter.
god. Wouldn't that be nice? I always wanted to have like such an amazing body so I can just like dip myself in glitter naked and just go out.
Yes.
Oh,
Like in the Bond movie. What
So hot.
wasn't there
The
one
girl
where
that
the girl
gold-
was
the girl
covered
with
in
the
gold
gold.
paint?
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah.
Yeah.
And she and
I don't
at the
remember
beginning
which
of the guy,
one.
the man with the gold, the man with the really the man with the
The Man
golden
with the
gun.
Golden Gun. Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah,
Oh,
they
okay. I
left-
thought maybe it was gold.
Yeah, that's what it's
Finger,
called.
remember
They
or
left
something.
They left a tiny little
Oh, you
piece
know what?
over
Was it
there.
Goldfinger? It could be Goldfinger because the man had a golden gun,
Yeah.
and then there was Goldfinger, and then
Goldfinger,
Austin Powers had
Goldfinger.
Gold Member. So
Yeah, it's one of those. Yeah.
it's one
But
of
they
the ones
didn't
with
paint
gold.
it completely over. They left a little bit because they were concerned about totally damaging sealing the skin off completely. So they left a little like
Yeah,
a
they're
little
afraid she would
postage stamp.
suffocate.
Yeah, little postage stamp or whatever, so she didn't.
I have to watch it again.
But yeah,
She didn't die. Now they have
But,
body
yeah, I
paint,
mean,
so you don't have to worry about that.
yeah, and I mean, it's just go.
Oh my god, no, come on. The new James Bonds completely suck. Seriously. Come on. After
Daniel Craig, I thought was a great James Bond.
come on, he looks like a
Like-
Russian mafioso. Like, no, come on. After even Pierce Brosnan.
Wait a minute. So wait a minute. So James Bond, did you like the first guy before Sean Connery? I can't remember his name. Sean Connery, Roger Moore,
Sean
Dalton,
Connery.
Pierce.
No,
Really? Okay. So
and
you're a Sean
George
Connery Bond
Lazenby.
guy.
George
Ron
Lazenby did
Lansbury
one.
was the first Bond.
And
Yeah,
or
His
the
Majesty's Service.
That
Yeah.
that guy and Sean Connery. After that, I mean,
And
he was like too vanilla to be really.
Roger Moore. I mean, they lost the plot completely with that. So
They could-
Yeah.
I don't
Well, he
know.
was.
he was just like Mr. Cheese, really. That's just.
On Her Majesty's Secret Service was my favorite book and my least favorite movie.
Mm.
Oh
I really
wow.
liked that
The book-
book.
The books are really good, aren't they? I mean,
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
remember reading.
I mean, they're really
seeing
misogynistic, but they're really good, except for that one.
them.
No, but it's
Oh
actually-
yeah, but I mean,
Listen-
it's very much of its time, I think, because Fleming
Of
was
its time,
very
of course,
very-
of course. But that one is actually
wait.
really like he's got some emotional depth in that book, like because of what.
Well, that's what they did. The
wife and
first Daniel
everything.
Craig, James Bond. They went back to that
Mhm.
basically emotional depth. If you notice the first James Bond movie that Daniel
Yeah.
Craig was in, they did that. They kind of made him a person.
That was
I like the
that,
first
not
one he
some
was in. It was
misogynistic.
decent.
What?
was it
Yeah, I like that
Monte,
one, and-
the
yeah.
Casino, Monte Carlo Casino,
I think
whatever.
so,
it was.
yeah.
Casino
The-
Royale.
and-
What was it about that was
Casino.
the introduction. Come on, no.
Yeah, with
Oh.
And I
the
don't
with the
think being
absolutely
misogynistic-
drop dead gorgeous Ava Green, the French actress, who was just
Oh,
also
yeah.
stunning in
Well, because she
Penny
was
there.
Dreadful.
Otherwise, the movie would be like a complete dump. But yes, all right.
All right,
Have
so-
you
so you're
guys ever
saying-
watched
let me ask-
Penny Dreadful or not? Have you ever
I
watched
have.
that?
I've
Yes,
seen
I
one.
have.
Yes,
I have watched.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, good stuff.
but she was in something else I
Love-
saw before that. What movie was she
Two
in
Girls
before
Kissing.
that?
Our
Yeah,
movie.
she's
Yeah.
incorporating
No.
quite a few things. She's very, very, very talented French
I saw her in
actress.
something else first, and I really liked her. Yeah.
Yeah.
But do you now let me ask
Anywho.
this question. Noosh, this is right up your alley. You ready? Have you guys seen the Barbie movie?
Not
No.
yet. Okay, and the only reason why I want to go see it is because apparently I thought it was going to just be I don't know, like another yet American, completely silly, stupid ass movie. But somebody that I know very closely told me a little bit about the plot, and now I'm
I've
going to
seen
see
it.
And
I saw my stepson, and he's straight, which shocks me. Said to me, Dad, no, he's like, can we go see Barbie? And he was dressed all in
Todd.
pink, and he was doing flary stuff. It was just great. Anyway, he said to me, can we go see Barbie?
I like
And
him already.
I read the reviews. I write in the Financial Times, and I said, yeah, because well, I thought it was like you. I thought it was just going to be some stupid movie. And when I read the reviews, the guy said there's meaning and depth, and it empowers women. And I was like, Let's go see it. And it was 2.5 hours long. And I will tell you that I felt I was there for about 30 seconds. It was that quick and it was that cute and that funny. I enjoyed every moment of it. And then, of course, so I would recommend the Barbie movie and HBO. And then the other thing we saw.
Yeah, I don't go to the theater anymore because I'm a shut-in. But when it comes out on video on demand, if
every time I want to
I'll watch it for sure.
By the time I'm ready to see it, it's been 6 months out of the theaters. Is Barbie out of the theaters already?
No. Barbie's making too much money. It's gonna be in the theater for a little bit. Yeah, it's there for a while.
So we just want to clarify this for people who don't live in the US of A. A theater, what they're referring to, is in fact a cinema.
It's a cinema.
Yeah, it's a cinema. Excuse me, we're like to go to the cinema. Then the next cinema we saw was Oppenheimer.
You know, that reminds
me. We're going to the cinema. Yeah.
That reminds me.
And as I said to Stephen earlier on today, it's all tickety-boo, which he also thought was a bit Mary Poppins.
And I said, great, we're going to go talk to Mary Poppins. So.
Wait.
What's wrong with tickety-boo?
What's tickety?
Nothing. Tickety boo. He's going to tickety your little boo. Sure. That's why she's wearing a beaver shirt.
Bippity bobbity boo.
There you go.
Chim chiro. That's the only piece.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. Or supercalifragilisticexpialidocious.
I like to Feed the Birds. That was the best song.
Even though the son of it is something quite atrocious.
And that was Angela, in the original Mary Poppins, that was Angela Lansbury, who was the bird lady.
Yeah.
The bird lady? It's so sad. Yeah. I love that part.
I'll tell you what was really sad. Dick Van Dyke being a chimney sweep. That was pretty sad.
A cockney.
I loved him. Shut up. What? Why?
He was just Mr. Cheese. All right, how you doing, Gaff? Right? Yeah, good.
Yeah, like there's no one like that in London.
Everyone in London's like that.
The only bits and pieces I saw of Mary Poppins were in French, so I might actually. I've never watched the whole thing.
You should watch it.
I might. Is there a ban in French or something? What does you being French have to do with it? You just didn't want to see it.
Also, a very good. Yeah, but they dub it all. See, because they.
These gummy bears.
There has to be a certain amount of culture in French.
They were infused, but I don't know.
Yeah. Who's infused?
I think that your gummy bears are infused, or are they just normal?
No, they're not. No, I don't do it. No. I'm not good with that. No, but those are just sugar.
So let me ask. Let me ask one other stupid question. Did anybody see Oppenheimer?
Neither.
No. But that's also on the list.
Another good. Yeah, that's a 3-hour, and we saw that after Barbie, and that was a very good movie.
It's very interesting that they put those two, they open together, which I thought was.
They didn't do it on purpose. It's two different. It's two different. Competitors.
No, I know, but it's 2 different movies. But I think, like for marketing and money purposes,
I just wanted to see whether or not they could the Barbie movie would end in a bang. I think that's why they did it.
Well, that's the meme is one ticket for Oppenheimer, 1 ticket for Barbie, and then they show like 2 different people. You've seen that, yeah?
Mm-hmm. Yep. But I think I don't think they think Barbie was going to do that well. So when Oppenheimer came out, they're like, oh. But what's really interesting about Oppenheimer, I've read books about him, and I remember reading an article where people were. They said like not disappointed, but they were just like in awe, like shocked of this movie. And I'm thinking, do we not teach history again? Seriously, like did nobody read a book? Like, how do you think the atomic bomb came into being? Like, what? So, but yeah, so no one reads a book.
It's such a scary story.
It's a great story.
A small group of people had made the decision that they would take the risk that splitting one atom wouldn't mean splitting all of them. Just a small group.
They were worried they're going to blow up the world. Yeah, they're going to blow up the world. Then one scene,
and they didn't care.
Yeah.
So
that's really, what's the big deal? What's the big deal? You blow up the world.
Oh, come on, no. But I can only imagine living with the burden of creating something that can just destroy the world. I mean, I can't even imagine to carry something like that.
Well, you should go and shoot the guy who's been making all those gummy bears then, because obesity is going to kill us before anything else does.
Oh my God!
Wait a minute.
We'll die of diabetes.
Vicky, you have a book. Bring up the book.
Vicky has a book. Vicky has the book that she showed us before the show. She bought this for Noosh.
Is my camera reversed? I guess I forgot to reverse my camera. Sorry. It says begin
You're
it
good.
now.
Begin it now, yeah.
Yeah, we can
It
see
says
it.
nu and und. So I can read on the outside.
And it says
Nushana,
hold a
Nushana.
problem in your mind and open the book
Only
to
this
any
book-
page and
Any page.
There will be
your answer.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay,
let
so
it
what's the
be.
problem?
Let it be. What's the problem?
So
what are we going to
I'll-
do? What's our problem?
Come on, Noosh. What's your
our
problem?
right, Mia. What should I do next?
That's not a problem.
That's
No, but I have
that's
to
too open.
That's
more
too open.
specific.
Yeah, be specific.
What should you do next? Like career wise, or like today for breakfast, or like what
should
like
I do next?
in life?
What should I do next with this person that I just met?
Okay.
Ooh. Is it a girl or a boy?
And I'll,
Okay.
Okay.
I don't know
man.
if this is really.
It says
Apparently, this doesn't answer life's
Okay.
questions.
it says
you
go to jail, go directly to jail, do not pass go.
already frowned.
I mean, it
so
has two, so I can pick which side, and neither side really fits all that well. But
Oh, okay. Well, you can do a half.
the
of
only
either.
reason someone is a genius and knows things you do not know is because he has opened his mind to contemplate the what ifs, the outrageous thoughts, the thoughts of brilliance that go beyond the limited thinking of man. He has allowed himself to entertain and reason with these thoughts, whereas you have rejected them. If any one thing can be conceived or pondered, it exists, for whatever is dreamed or imagined is already within the realm of existence. That is how all of creation came into existence. So,
And
apparently,
thank you
this
for
other
reading
person is a
my-
genius.
thank-
That's one.
Thank you for reading my bio. There you go. That was perfect. My bio. I am a genius. Thank you. I'd like to thank all the little people that made this possible. And that's it.
That's the second page.
The other page? Oh.
Yeah.
We learn wisdom from failure much more than from success. We often discover what we'll do by finding out what we'll not do. And probably he who never made a mistake never made a discovery.
Oh, I
The
like
other one's
that.
better, right?
Yeah.
Really?
No, the first, that's actually
Samuel-
more better because
Samuel
that's.
Smiles.
So
Oh,
Oh,
then it
well,
says
sure.
mistake-
Sandy says it.
Under advisement. All right, Steven, do you have a problem? No, you have no problem. You got
Oh,
by now.
He has no problems.
Oh,
All
I
right,
got-
David, do you want to go?
Stephen is the problem. Stephen is the problem.
I got three of them. I was just going to say, I am the problem. And I got three of them
I
right now.
got 99 problems and they all 1 minute. Sorry. Anyway,
There
go
you go.
ahead. All right. Who's going
Do I have a
next?
problem? I don't really have a problem. Life is good.
All right, David. David,
So-
go. David,
David,
go.
what about you, David?
I have a problem. Why? Yeah. Well, the problem is that we've.
Why do my balls melt?
Yeah. There you go. But why do my balls melt when Noosh speaks French? There you go. That's my problem.
Good. That's what's the problem.
Okay, so you need to speak.
I don't think that's a problem. I think
Any
you really
page.
enjoy that. Read some French, Noosh. Read some French.
Let's see. Ooh, can I do one that I know that Steven loves so much? It's the cosmic egg.
We already did the same.
Egg of the beginning. Ah,
Oh, God. Here we go.
let me see.
The egg of the beginning.
I know, isn't that pondering you?
What came first, the book or the egg?
Hmm. Oh, au commencement. Rien. Let me see if I can.
Does it say what came first, the book or the gummy bears?
Le cosmique. Unfortunately not. I should definitely call him and update his book. Okay,
Yeah, I
l'œuf
think so.
cosmique. Tout commence et tout finit par un œuf. L'œuf est le symbole de l'aube et du crépuscule dans la plupart des mythologies du monde. Dans la cosmologie égyptienne, les plus anciennes, la création est décrite comme étant issue d'un œuf cosmique renfermant le soleil et les germes de la vie. Pour les adeptes de leur fils Chronos, le temps cannibale. Et Phéton, la nuit aux ailes noires, pondirent un œuf d'argent dans l'obscurité, contenant le ciel dans la partie supérieure et la terre dans la partie inférieure. Quand il s'ouvrit, en sortit Phanès, le dieu révélateur figuré par une abeille bourdonnante. Pour les hindous, à l'origine, l'univers est dénué d'existence avant de prendre la forme d'un œuf dont la coquille constitua la limite entre le rien et le quelque chose. l'Hiranyagarba. Cette œuvre cosmique s'ouvrit au bout d'une année et l'enveloppe interne se transforma en nuage. Les veines deviennent rivières et le liquide intérieur, l'océan. Pour les Chinois, du chaos universel sortit un œuf qui se brisa, libérant la terre yin et le ciel yang. Pour les Polynésiens, à l'origine était un œuf contenant Tetumu, la fondation, et Tetapa, le rocher. Lorsqu'il éclata, apparurent 3 plateformes superposées où Tetemu et Tepapa créèrent l'homme, les animaux et la végétation. Dans la Kabbale, l'univers est considéré comme émanant d'un œuf brisé en 288 éclats. On retrouve encore l'œuf au centre de la cosmogénie chez les Japonais, les Finlandais, les Slaves et les Phéniciens. Symbole de fécondité chez de nombreux peuples, il est en revanche chez d'autres symbole de mort. Et ils mangent des œufs en signe de deuil. Ils en placent même dans les tombes afin d'apporter au défunt des forces pour son voyage dans l'au-delà.
Oh.
Sorry,
I think
Oh.
my balls just melted. I don't know what happened, but
wow, that was nice.
Okay, well, I win. I don't think I even need to translate that. I think this is a winner.
Well, yeah, I think I just got
4
the
years
word,
of
the last
French
bit.
and I understood none of it.
They
No,
go
I did.
on a journey
little bit.
somewhere.
A little bit. No, I understood night, star, sky. There was dark something in there.
Yeah.
There was a lot of cosmic words. I
There
got
was
those.
Ooh, Vicky. Cosmic words.
Yen.
Yeah. It's cosmic, man. It's cosmic. All those cosmic words.
Oh my
yeah.
god.
Far
Oh my
out.
god. Here we go.
Ooh,
Here we...
speaking about cosmic, so this is what I
More?
just picked. Louer
Okay.
une
Okay.
lunette d'astronome, which means rent one of those to go look at the sky.
Telescopes?
Telescope, yeah.
Yeah.
Telescope. All
Well, I
right.
hope that's what she was referring to.
Oh
But
my
there you go.
god, isn't it the blue moon? Is it today? Where's my phone? Do you know?
Blue moon.
No, it's gonna be a super moon, a super blue moon or
Yeah.
something. Is
Yeah,
it
you
today?
know, it's not actually blue, it's just a very
today.
bad translation of a
No, it's just a name.
Scandinavian word
So that the strawberry
for
moon
blow.
look like a strawberry. I do know I'm not that blonde. Blue moon. This one.
Well, you do dye your hair.
Blue.
So.
You know, I used to be really, 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 really blonde, and when my father passed, it turned that dark within a week. Everybody thought I did a color, but apparently, sorrow.
Here's what's really funny.
That's when
I
mine
was
started to go
blonde.
gray. My gray hair came in when my dad died, and I was 21.
Oh,
So, and I
I was
gray.
blonde.
So,
I was
So
blonde until I was 8.
Platinum. I was platinum. I went from platinum to that. So
there you go.
Okay. I was blonde until I was 8 years old, and at 20 I started to gray. So I salt and pepper since I'm 20. Yeah, I started to be salt and pepper at 20.
Mm.
So
Too much wisdom.
it's very. I
No,
like it.
I
I
was-
think it's very
I had
distinguished.
very
looking.
fair
I like
hair.
it.
but
Very
it's,
fair hair
if
until
you're
I
a
was-
man, it's easier.
When I
No,
was
my
Yeah,
God.
well,
39,
that's
and
true.
then it went.
Vicky, you as a silver fox, you'd be so hot. Are you kidding me? God.
I don't know. I like that. How
No,
much?
I
I look
know.
like grandma.
Vicky, silver hair
You would look hot as a
you
silver
into the
fox.
ultimate
Ah.
super hot beaver. If you had silver hair, that's what she's trying
There you
to
go.
say.
No.
You'd be a super.
No,
you'd
see,
be a
that's a
super
whole
beaver.
other like carpet and drapes thing. No, this
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
can't talk about hair
Super
color
beaver.
in beavers.
And yeah,
It's
that's
just-
right. Because you'd be a super beaver. You can't be a super beaver.
Yeah.
So yeah.
They can be a super
Poor
hero.
Vicky. But
Anyway,
listen,
we
Vicky,
still
the
have-
20-year-olds that you date don't care. That's the important thing.
But Vicky,
So it's
you
like,
didn't open your book to my
You didn't give me a
Jay's dilemma.
question.
yeah.
yeah, give her a real
Your balls
question,
melting
David.
is not
real
a question.
Oh, that
That's
was
a
a statement of fact. A statement of fact. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, what happens to me tomorrow?
Well,
That's
it's
an
not
interesting
kind of
question.
that sort of thing.
Oh, okay.
It's,
All right. Question is,
it's a problem
okay.
in your mind. A problem in your mind.
What's a problem in
Yeah,
your mind?
yeah.
Well, he has to have
Problem
a
in
mind,
my mind
first,
is-
but anyway.
Yeah. Problem in my mind is how much jelly will I get for my tea?
That's
the
not a
problem?
problem.
Jelly for your tea?
Yeah, well, you get Jello at
Noosh,
tea time.
Noosh, the boys aren't taking this seriously, and I'm really annoyed.
We're gonna quit right now. David, third time's the
No.
charm.
No
We
book
need to
for
do-
you. No book for you.
Well, I'll tell you what, Vicky. Tell you what you can do. I'm going to go random on you now. So let's go random.
Okay.
What happens when
Okay.
What happens when I have a random problem?
What happens
You can't
when you
use
have a
that book.
random problem?
Yeah.
So
Is that
That
your
book says if you have
question?
any problem, yeah.
Yeah.
Learns if you have a random
So-
Yeah,
problem.
you have to
how
have a
use that
I gotta
specific
ra-
problem.
No. That's I think that's a fine question. It's a great question. Let's not ask
Okay.
them too much. They are boys after all.
Yeah. So just open it up. Just
Okay.
Well, I
open up the book, Vic.
just so you know,
All right.
boys.
It
I can
says
tell you, belongs with you.
anyone who lives within his means suffers from a lack of imagination.
Thank you, book. There you go,
Yeah.
David. I love it.
There you have it. There you have it. Hence
Coming on
why
this show.
Without
Noosh has a-
divination,
Coming on this show.
Yeah, yeah.
without deviation, progress is not possible. So
That's very
Yeah.
true.
Well, I have been
Yeah.
called a deviant before in the past, so I suppose that does.
Oh my God.
And you are in the
Yeah.
present as well. Apparently, the book knows
The book knows.
The book
you are
knows you're a
still a
deviant.
deviant.
No,
Past,
I'm not in the
future, and
present.
present.
I'm actually always just slightly in the past.
Oh,
Well, you are British.
so am I.
Oh my God.
We're still nostalgic. I feel like everybody.
Oh, we're getting onto that now, are we?
Oh, please.
Noosh, is it cold? Is it
I'm
cold
I'm
in
just
the middle
saying.
of nowhere, New York?
It's
Everything
history is
everything was tickety boo up until that point, Victoria, and then we stopped.
I'm I'm not insulting the UK at all. I'm just saying that the main export is
I would.
history, and that's fine. It's just
Now the main
you
export is all
exist
bits of
in the
the
past.
royal family that are just extras that we just ship them off somewhere. Go
It's
to a
true.
place
No,
that nobody
we-
wants to live in.
We inherit
Hasty-
them in California.
hasty
Thank
white-
you very much.
Pasty white people is their export. So that's what you get from the United Kingdom. Pasty white people. So
How
not
lovely.
like France, Noosh.
That's only because I
French,
turned the light off.
we got baguettes. We got baguettes in France. You got French people in France. You got
got
the French
kisses.
poodle.
French
You got
kisses.
kisses, French kisses.
Yeah.
You got there, and you got the beautiful citron. Yeah, you guys gave us a lot of stuff.
Citron.
So,
What's this?
Which is
Citron?
the most of them that we give you is depth. We were in
Yeah,
a
citron.
meeting yesterday yesterday we went to a meeting to talk about rural renaissance, and we hiring this PR woman, and the whole conversation was like, well, what is the message there? And of course we bring more economic stability so that people can stay here and keep their states and keep doing what they want to do. But I don't want to just bring more money and then people just have money with no passion. Where is the passion here? We need
Well, I think if you got a lot of money, you can buy a lot of passion. That's for sure.
no,
true.
That's-
Or at least two of them. Yeah, at least two at
Yeah,
a
like
time.
they say, money doesn't make you happy, but it makes being miserable
smile to
a
your
lot
face.
easier. Yeah.
That's
but I want them to get out of the music.
Noosh wants them to have a spiritual. Noosh wants them to be on when they come to her little
Well,
town
then
in
you
nowhere,
should-
New York. She
No,
wants
but
to have
listen.
a spiritual journey.
You should
and she wants them to.
You should invest in giving everybody infused gummy bears at the meetings, and then
It's just sugar. It's very known to Americans. They're very familiar with it. All right, it's just sugar. But for the last week, I've been watching Stanley Tucci Finding Italy, and he goes back to Italy. He's both of his parents are Italian, and he just goes through every
did you
region,
lose it then?
everybody, and the way that they do the things, and it just inspired me. Like, I want to do a show like this here. Like, I'm not Stanley Tucci, like Leva Gorvia, she's fighting Mexico. I want to do like an immigrant finding traditions, because the way that he speaks to his Parmigiano cheese and explains, like, you need to, I give him love every day and I massage him with my love and tell him like how good like he's fermenting and how amazing he's going to be. We need passion in this country. Enough of transactions. What? Of course we can all make money. Where is that bringing us? Nowhere. You guys are all on Prozac here. Enough.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. I have a
Well,
question.
I think if
So-
you think people are going to be fermenting all over the place. for that sort of
Yeah,
grouse
am I
and
supposed to
fish.
make love to my Parmesan cheese? Is that what I'm getting at?
I think
And
so.
also,
I
number
think
two
that's
is
Not if you
okay.
No,
only,
And
you're
number
just
two is
supposed to.
only if you
You're
make
supposed to.
okay.
You're supposed to ferment, Stephen. You know that's.
Okay, but I have another question. Who the hell's watching this crap other than you? I could care less that Stanley Tucci goes to Italy and humps Parmesan cheese. I mean, who cares? Like, I don't get that. Well, that's not even
His mum
interesting.
cares. His mum cares.
All right, well, mom watches it.
You
But
know,
other than
Italian
that,
mums.
who
You know?
cares?
send you the link, but he talks about history and how things were made. Do you know that when Mussolini was there, he
Mussolini, sure.
yes,
You know, and we
he
know what happened
forbid
to him.
people, he forbid people from making pasta. He
Oh,
banned pasta, and they're like, no, like you need to eat meat to make you stronger and make you, part of the army. And people stood
Sure.
up, and like women were there, like standing with guns and holding big, like like slabs of like pasta dough in a revolution, because pasta at the beginning was something of the people, like something like from the working class and even poor people, like this how they sustain themselves. And the thing is, like, instead of just keeping it as a plain pasta, they sublimated it throughout the years. And this is why people go to Italy, and this is why the pizza in Napoli, like, she's only amazing there. And this is why we have so many different regions now in Italy, because they took something of survival and made it so beautiful and delicious with the way that they grow things. What
Yeah,
do we
and
have?
they also
These
and
burgers
they
and
also banned
Quiz.
they
I don't
banned
know
putting
any
pineapples on
in
pizzas
America.
as well. You know,
Is
so,
there any, like, in New York State, for example, like, and the things, like, maybe it's because I'm ignorant, which I will discover of me traveling around for the next 2 months and discovering places. But yeah, maybe I just don't know those traditions. But why nobody's at least celebrating them? Maybe they do exist, but
they do.
where are
Have you
they?
ever?
Why
Well,
nobody talks about it? Like, why nobody
well,
says, oh, you need to go
but
right there by
but
the border of Canada? Like, those monks make the most amazing blah blah blah.
first of all, nobody needs to go to Canada ever.
The
Second of
border,
all,
the border, upstate.
51st state.
I know where it is. I mean, PS 137, where I went to school, all the kindergartners could kick all of Canada's ass, and I'm talking 6 kids. Now, if you go to Little Italy in New York, they have festivals. You can go to like China. There's festival, and they have passion. I don't know what
Not
kind of passion you're
in
looking for.
Manhattan. I am not interested in Manhattan bringing something that
Oh,
they
okay,
import
you want to go
there.
to a little town.
no.
No. I
Okay.
care about the little towns here and what they grow
Yeah.
The
here.
problem is, Noosh,
Special recipes and the traditions that they've had since they
they
moved.
don't have
Right.
any traditions. It's a country that has a history of 250 years old, which is some hamburgers are older
That's
than that.
exactly, but
And
that's
the people who originally lived there, the Native Americans, have managed to deny them of any of their culture. So America doesn't have any culture.
Yeah, but
It's all
why
imported.
people from Europe who grew up with traditions and grew up with a certain rhythm came here, and then what? The tradition is just what, making money and cheap burgers?
Yes.
Can be.
Yeah.
Can be.
Well,
Yeah.
I hate to
Well,
tell you
I mean,
this.
they
We're
came
not
here
that
for a better
we're not
life.
that
So
country.
their first,
Right.
order of business was to, live, survive, and send money home, or bring more people over and get them out of their shits in Europe because it was going to hell. So they were working, and that's, takes everything. And then once they establish themselves, I think the onus is on. It's a melting pot, right? So the whole beauty of the US is that we melt all the cultures together. So there isn't any one or another. We learn from all of them. So we kind of take them all together and we make this one us. So, having lived in a homogenous country like South Korea, it's the polar opposite of that. So you conform, but it's not a melting pot. It's a very one-way beat that you all march to. And so having come here and been part of that, it's an amazing thing, really.
But but that's like another thing. So like everybody thinks that Italy is the place of pizza and pasta, and they invented it. They did not. Back then, when
Chinese did.
were moving, like the Arabs actually brought it to them, and like the way
Even the Chinese.
and they picked
Yeah.
and they picked whatever was like that they thought was like great and that would work with their area, and like all the native plants are growing, and then they kept that instead of anything else that was brought from abroad. But here, like, I already made the list of like all the things that grow in different areas of New York State, and I just want to go around, see the farms, see the restaurants, and see I mean, if you don't have a tradition like here, just like pick ingredients and just start a fucking tradition. There's tree juice here, maple syrup. Here, pick maple syrup and you beat with some tarragon and pickle it, and that'll be your tradition. Start somewhere.
I'm gonna send you lists.
So
Crusade. I'm on a crusade.
Okay, so on a different
I see that.
different kind of thing, side route. Have you
Always.
been to
Sorry,
Lilydale
crusade.
No.
in New York?
No. Lilydale?
Noosh, you have to go to Lilydale. Look it up, girl. You gotta go.
Let me see.
Have
how
you
far
been,
it is.
Stephen?
as a small
upstate.
child, so I don't really remember it.
Okay.
In Chautauqua.
I don't know where Noosh is exactly, but it's
She's
Or a
she's
car
in
over
Salem.
there.
Away. It's 8 hours away. 8 for eternity. If I start driving now, I'll be there by midnight.
yeah, it's a
How do you do
last time I drove through New York, I went there
I'm
specifically
along.
for my mom, and it's an amazing
Oh.
place.
But
It's a
What's
spiritualist town.
what are they known for? Oh, it's like St.
a
Augustine,
spiritualist
Florida.
town.
It's like St. Augustine, Florida. It's spiritual town where there's
Kind of,
ghosts and whatever
yes.
and tarot readers and everything.
Is it-
Okay.
Is it by Lake?
Based in the 20s. It was,
Is it by Lake
Mhm.
Erie?
I think it's kind
By-
of, it's more
By Buffalo.
it's east of that.
Okay.
It's, yeah.
You
it's
make a
little east
left
of that.
at the tree.
Yeah. You see a big thing of water, make a left.
There's
There's a documentary on it called No One Ever Dies in Lilydale. If you ever want to watch it, I think it's on Amazon,
Well,
but it's
they're all vampires.
fascinating.
Okay. I'm right.
Yes.
It's all about
Yeah.
spiritual and
and
tarot card
undead.
reading
It's
and
the
everything.
undead.
Spiritualism and that kind of stuff. Yeah, and I went there and I had a reading.
Ooh, how'd it go?
And I went in the off season. It was
Mm.
interesting.
Okay.
Oh, you have an off season for
interesting.
reading? I mean, so there's an on
And then I
season for
scattered
reading?
some of my mom's ashes. They have like a big lake there, and we went and scattered some of her ashes there because she
Wow.
always wanted to go.
Aw.
She never got to go. But it's
All right,
really
I'm
cool.
gonna
It's
go
a
to
pretty
Lilydale.
little Victorian looking town. Yeah, it's neat. You'd like it actually.
Right.
It's got
It's
a
like
little.
St. Augustine,
It's got a
Florida.
little.
That's the same thing.
Yeah. I mean, it's in not in Florida, but.
Or you could just,
Yes.
or you could just go back to France and then look how it should be. So
Okay. That's
Lilydale. So for everybody, if anybody from Lilydale is watching, and you're a spiritualist and you want to
they're
come on the
dead.
show,
They're dead.
'cause,
They're all dead.
Yeah. If you're dead and you think you can come on the show, Noosh and Vicky would love that.
You're
I
welcome.
can see that.
You don't have to be a bodied person. You can be an unbodied person and come on the show.
I've
An
met many of
unbodied
those in my
person.
day. Many of those. Noosh, do you have
Let's-
anything specific you would like to end us with today?
With a good word. Yeah. Let's finish
She's
with.
looking up a good word in her book.
Oh, it smells so good. Oh,
Oh my God.
uh,
You missed the
But the
color,
little-
the history
the
of
little
colors.
book, the little book of words.
efferatezza. Oh God, it's cruelty, but I love the word. Efferatezza. Be cruel today.
What's it mean?
It means cruelty.
Oh, I get that at Hilda's House of Pain. I pay extra for it. So
Is there like a nicer one? Let's see.
Should be free.
Here. Excelente. Oh, you know what that is. Excelente. Let's have all an excelente day. An excellent
there
day.
you go.
CC.
And CC, yes, everybody that's watching,
CC.
thank you. Don't forget to subscribe or like to the channel. And soon, I will say, merchandise is coming. So you'll be able to get Noosh's picture on a mug, if that's what you want. So anyway, we have a whole merchandise thing. Or a beaver on a mug. Yes, we'll give you one of the girls' beavers. Anyway, you can have a beaver on the mug. Beaver
You
of your
will
choice.
not.
Yeah, beaver of your choice. Don't forget to subscribe or like. Leave your comments below. Thank you for joining us for our craziness. Have a wonderful weekend. We will see you guys next Friday.
Well,
Yeah, and just remember, everybody, most of those beavers are already trademarked.
how real.